competition, man. Pull up in the top is missing, the opposition in. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like Chappelle show.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Chicago Bears. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Eddie Jackson picks it. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in, as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Watch a slant.
On 2nd down, here's Murray. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They don't want to waste this outstanding field position on this opening drive as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. It was Ricardo Allen there on the coverage.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the gun, it's Ryan. He'll have a first down past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. And he'll only get a yard, maybe two, up to the 46.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Hey, orbit.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Ryan. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 25-yard line.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Ryan to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
20.
4th down. Here's Ryan. The open man is Smith. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Bears will get the football back. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. He's got daylight. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen. 85 yards. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got. Now the ball comes loose, and this is picked up by the Bears. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. first down, a run with Cohen. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
You got 4. Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Hey, we heavy on the edges. Heavy on the edges. 45. 45. Mike 45. What we got? What we got? What we got? Go, go. 45 to Mike. 45 to Mike. I'm coming after you.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions and not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know something, big guy? We're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
Yeah, baby.
Out of bounds at the 23-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
I got you.
Here's Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 11 yards there, first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Mike 59, ready. Mike 25. Hey, check Mike 33. Check Mike 33. Base. D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. Good job.
On first down, Ryan. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. 25 yards that time. Ryan now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Man left.
Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4. On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down. On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10.
Check 45 to Mike. Hey, shoot. I'm here.
Now Ryan. Dancing to his left. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up.
25! Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, G. 45. Got it. Hey, Charlie.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Ryan, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20. 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, no, I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go. Take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that.
And that's caught inside the 35. 39 yards there, a big one. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30.
Hey, box truck.
From the shotgun, Ryan. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Traquan Smith, his 9th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And they got the extra point, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. Oh, look at that hurdle, and now some room to run. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Chicago. Mike Davis, his 3rd touchdown now on the year as the Bears push further out in front. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Ryan, the left side completion to Jones. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Nice, sweetheart.
54, south.
Operating from the gun, Ryan. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Personally, I think they've got to go somewhere else with the football. They've got him bracketed out there in double coverage. Makes it hard to fit it in time after time.
It would have had to have been an absolutely perfect pass and not good enough.
I'm coming after you.
Hey, exit. Get out.
2nd and 10 now, Ryan. And his throw is incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. 3 down.
21.
From the gun, Ryan flushed out right. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
Check nickel.
39.
To throw again is Ryan. Escaping the pressure right. But it's caught on the right side. It's Smith. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
One set.
58.
And the Falcon 1st down.
Mike check 33.
Pilot, 64, weak.
They keep it with Smith on 1st down. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
22.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Ryan, his pass caught at the 4. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2nd down and goal. Ryan.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
Coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. On 2nd and 9, Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
45, 45. Mike, 45. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
Shotgun now from Murray. And it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead? Not so fast. That pick six really changes the complexion, probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now, probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
Don't worry about that. Bandit! Bandit!
Play fake. Murray. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Tack McKinley in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Crunch time, defense.
Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
Yo, tackles. Tackles. Yo. Mike 45.
Murray with a 3rd and long. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. So a big chunk of yardage will be marked off there for that PI call.
And now you know why receivers and the guys throwing the ball, they like to collaborate and just heave it up sometimes because you can get these types of calls that go against the defense. Pass interference, and they gain over 30 yards of real estate on that one.
If you kill it, motion me out.
45.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Cohen. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 42-yard line.
Go. You got motion man. You got motion man right there. Go. Check 45 to Mike. Check 45.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Murray to Gabriel, middle of the field. Touchdown, Chicago! Taylor Gabriel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year as the Bears push further out in front.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken about the 12. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman.
Oh, now Murray has it stripped, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And this will be a touch. Back is at Sales over the end line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack.
Accelerating, and off he goes. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 36 yards on the play.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Back to the air on second down. It's Murray. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
But enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Ready, set. 45, Mike, 45. Blue Dan, blue Dan.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It'll go as just a 15-yard punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
At their own 28-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Here's Bailey now for the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Makes the score Bears 31, Falcons 21.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st down, they go right back to Cohen. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
3 down. Hey, we got it.
Second down, Murray sets to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. Fielded just inside the 20.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Ryan. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. It's more coming. It's more coming.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20.
11. He's coming. 20. He's coming. Double up. Out. 11. 5.
Ryan. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 36. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Murray fighting, lost the football. And the Falcons say they have it, they do. Well, let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4 in last week's game.
You know I do my research, right? And I go all the way back to the best coaches that have ever been in this game. And all of them started with ball security in some form or another, understanding that taking care of the ball was the key to winning games. They can't believe what they're seeing right now because they spend all this time on it with the fundamentals, taking care of it, tucking it away.
And Freeman lost the football, and this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Throwing that fumble recovery, it's Murray. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Tack McKinley, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Watch tight. Tight is right. 3 down, 3 down.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Snap comes to Murray at 1. Looking deep for Gabriel. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Desmond Trufant. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Ryan. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now this is fielded in the end zone. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think, at any moment, I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. They try again with Cohen. And this is going to be back-to-back tackles for a loss here, as the Falcons' defense yet again drops him behind the line.
Partner, I know my grade school teachers never would believe this, but I can absorb a lesson. I think there's a lesson in this one. He's having a great day running the football, but occasionally they're going to find a way to stop you, aren't they?
Yeah, this time the defense stepped up in what's been so far a tough game for them.
3 down, 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down, 3 down. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Short. 45, Mike, 45.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off Byron Jones. And he will bring it back to the 4-yard line.
Sets up first down and goal at the 4-yard line.
They come out here in the I. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll run here with Freeman. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Watch left, watch left. I got 11, I got 11. You ain't safe. Go. Go.
Again, it'll be Freeman. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
And not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
On 3rd and goal, Ryan. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. Who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
And Bailey able to knock it through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
No.
2nd and 9. Murray buying time to his left. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Five men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down.
Watch the scoop, huh?
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. And the delay of game penalty makes this much more difficult. 3rd and 8.
Go.
Throwing is Murray on third down. He's got his tight end, Burton. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 39.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
He's coming to you. He's coming to you. Motion. Hey, hey, hey. 45, 45. Mike. Echo. We got it. 45's the Mike. 45's the Mike. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
On 2nd and 9. Murray. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Quick the edge. Let's go. Come on. You got tight. You got tight right there. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Check. Hey. Check hot route. Hot. Hey. Get him. You got 3.
From the gun, Murray. Flush to his right. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Keanu Neal with a safety blitz for the sack.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away. And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. Things just got interesting. They try for the long field goal there to salt this one away. They don't get it, and now a little time for the other guys to mount a late drive.
Well, they thought their kicker would put it through the post and finish this one off. I'm sure they discussed pooch punting it and letting their defense take over. Well, the defense now has to make it stand up, but they didn't get the best field position because the ball comes back to the line of scrimmage.
And now a big play to start off this drive as the shot downfield is complete. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator is looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. They'll look to throw, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Below Nichols in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Back to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
51, down! Hey, Echo!
Ryan to throw. Yeah, that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley with his 19th touchdown, his second of the game, as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
45. Mike.
Now Murray. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And some room to run now. There he goes left side. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together, make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts. Got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Eluding the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Here's Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Here's Ryan. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Intercepted. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Begin. Any weapon. Check. Orbit.
After the turnover, here's Murray to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to knock that one free.
Coverage by Keanu Neal.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Move. 45 the mic.
Check back.
Go.
Hey, 45, check mark 45.
Pick it up.
Back to throw, Murray. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour and something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away. And they wanted every opportunity. When the ball was knocked free, they want all those guys to be familiar with touching the ball so they could pick up the fumble or get the interception, and we saw it pay off in this one here.
Yeah, 5 times. They'll remember this one. So for Chicago, it's a 2nd win on the year now as they move to 2-8. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they come back to the pack a bit as